Test, test. All right. What's up, cake eater? All right. Let's see. We'll wait for a couple more people to hop in. What's up, Brad? How's it going, man? We got Nate. Just waiting on a couple more people. We'll give it till 3 o'clock, and then we'll get rolling after 3. All right, I'm trying to figure out what I want to play today for ER. If there's anything that was interesting, DBX was the one I was kind of looking at, so we'll keep an eye on that. What's up, Bean? What's up, Swift?
Hello.
Hello,
Good
hello.
evening.
How are y'all? How are y'all doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. I'm tired. A little tired today. Um, we got what do we have today after hours? So it's Thursday. So we have Sound, TTD, Rocket Labs, Pins, XYZ, Polo, Team, MP, Guild, TTW. Oh, this needs to just die. TTW needs to just die. Stupid company. Um, I would like to see some GILD flow. That drug just got an FDA approval and it didn't move at all. And kind of having a feeling that it might move. Uh, their guild has been doing pretty well with their drug overall, so that's something for me to keep an eye on for. Iova came in on a filter earlier. Keep eyes on that. Dropbox. I'm hoping it dies. ACAM came in. Trip. Okay. It's got still a lot of them today. Holy cow. Okay. Jesus. Was this all today after hours? Yeah. Wow. Okay. That is all after hours today. That is insane. And then tomorrow you have Fubo, Wolf, Wendy's, UAA, CGC, um, AXL, PTS. It's not too bad. What do we have on? Yeah, Friday after closes course. Interesting. We got Monday pre-market. Not too bad. Alrighty. 2 more minutes and we'll get the ball rolling. You guys can start typing in some tickers maybe for me to check out. We can take a look at stuff. I'll check cross check the flow. I haven't been online at all, so I have no idea what's going on. So this is all gonna be new for everybody, for me as well, right? So we'll check as we go. Um, Team Bearish. Let me check. I'll check all those for sure. Um, what's up, Snapped? Snapp's here too. We have Rock is here. Yeah, is here. What's up, guys? What's up, Daniel? Daniel's here too. Interesting NFE put that just came in. Hmm. 4,000. On the team, yeah, I don't know, man. High IV is just no bueno. These NFE puts came in just now. this is gonna be very interesting to see. So it's 0.31. Calling it the ask. I'm curious to see why and how that's the ask. We'll find out in a second. So start with here. So point three, point three, point three, point three, point three, point three. It expanded. This is the same time. Yeah. So it's one buy at point three and it expanded as he bought it. Point four, point four, point three again. Point three five, three five, and point three. Okay. Um, Majority of the premium seems to be at the point three level where he did is kind of where he did open and hit the ass, right? So let's call this bearish, I believe. Um, if I go to the actual stock, we have some love here. We have a lot of bearish flow on this. Interesting, 1.04. It should be out of this, to be honest, with their average on those. Is it? It's up 4.87 going into. Today is Thursday, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
All right, so this is supposed to have ER on 8.8 is what they're saying, which is tomorrow. Is it actually tomorrow? No, I don't see it here tomorrow. Interesting. Okay, so that might not be something that's important for us to check. All right, it's 301. Welcome everybody. Whatever I say on here is not financial advice. We're just gonna check out basic flow for ERs because that's all I have the time to do right now. So we'll keep a track of some ER stuff and we'll go with some tickers and stuff. Okay. We're starting off with MP. MP has been a hot topic for a while, right? With everything going on. So we have the
It has.
70p over here with 1,000 volume and on you want OI. So this came in today, Bean.
I think that's the wrong contract here. I'll post it.
Oh, 9.5. Never mind, 9.5. I just saw it.
Yeah.
That's the first one I saw, so I thought 70. Huh, it's not here. There it is.
There we go.
Don't know why I didn't populate on that when I was looking at it directly. 1,000 volume on
That
it.
was strange.
Yeah. Seems to be some sort of multi. Alright, so that roll. It seems like a roll. With probably moving short per candle roll.
Super small though.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of disregard it to be honest. These are more interesting, yeah, but it's also 0% out of the money right now, so uh, it's like barely out of the money, right? So I'm gonna kind of guess maybe they're gonna take premium sometimes on those. So I would disregard it. Overall, if I look at, damn it, if I look at MP, we'll see what we're going with MP. We have this one, which is noisy as hell. What does the chart look like being for MP
I honestly really like it. I've been
for bearish
back testing
calls?
bearish.
Okay.
Um, it's at a premium level on both the 4 and the one on the daily. So I did a bit of back testing, and those time frames really work well for earnings for me.
Okay. So you like the for bearish move. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I'm kind of probably gonna be neutral right now on this. What do I click open? Nope. Don't open anything, please. I click something and I open something. I don't know what I opened. But if I hit MP here, I mean, yeah, your highest volume and highest OI are gonna be puts, right? Highest volume is this. It is a multi of some sort, right? Tell me what you're doing with this. Cross triangles, that is bearish. So, um, okay, let's go ahead and call it. Let's go call it bear. I'm not gonna play it. I just think there's a little, it's too not enough conviction for me on flow to say. Let's go ahead and say it's I'm gonna play puts, but uh, for now, let's maybe call it bearish. I guess on MP seems like it with this, and if the chart is saying that too, I'm just worried about these a little bit more. I don't know what this is. I'm dwelling too much on this now, which is not a good thing. I mean, yeah, seems like that moved me higher on the 16% multi. It's a lot of multis for this. Okay, so I'm 50-50 leaning bearish. If somebody wants to just write that on the chat for right now, that way we can keep tabs on it. Uh, just write down MP 50-50 leaning bearish on there. That way we have a rough idea of what's going on. So MP was that one. Put bearish, leaning bearish. And then we have TEAM. I did see a lot of TEAM coming earlier. So we'll take a look at team. 8-7. We have a lot of low volume calls. You have that massive 165 put that came in. 207,000. Opening here. Could be some closing. Oh, closing, opening, closing, ads. Seems bearish overall. Hmm. Interesting. Which is the contract you posted, Swips, on Team? What contract were you looking at when you thought of TEAM, Swips?
I was looking at a put lotto play. Hold on, I linked it in the in flow discussion, both here and on unusual whales. Let me see. It was the 130 put, man. That's gonna be right up your alley, I think.
The only problem is this is a bid side.
Yeah, but I think it's. I really think, judging by the tape, I think it's buy to open this thing. I don't know, check it, but it screams buy to open to me. It's just that the actual spread is like 0.17, 0.25 and going up. I don't know. I think it's just good fills.
Let me check. 0.36, 0.39, 0.37. My only concern, I would say, is like if I look at it from here on this perspective, this so far looks good. The 0.19, 0.2, then it goes to 0.16, 0.7, there's 0.8. You have 0.25, 0.35 is in the mid here. Then it goes back down to 0.22 and then 0.22. There are also different time frames, right? So if this is one straight up buy, that would be different. But these are all different time frames. I mean, they might like minutes, right? Minute differences. This person could technically be selling some stuff too, right? So that's kind of like my issue with it. It is a multi with more so puts. I mean, yeah, if it's bearish, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. What's the IV on these things? Jacked.
Oh yeah, I think close to 300%. It's either a
Beautiful.
hit or a miss.
Oy, oh my god. Holy moly, 300% IV. Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, if it was like, I don't know, 30 cents at 100% IV, I would go in, fuck it. But I don't know. It's if it doesn't come close to 300, it's gonna be 100% loss on the market open.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like, you see what happened to Dutch Bros, same thing, right? Like your IV was their IV was 200%, and some of the call went almost in the money, and they was only 100% gain, which is ridiculous, right? So, I mean, this thing
Only
is
100% gain.
no
What
okay.
kind of a trading group, man?
Listen, I'm saying overall the thing behind that, right? The thing behind like what I do for EO, what I like to find for EO, I like to find low IV with higher move percentage, so we get a bigger percentage gain, right? You're like it's lower risk with the higher reward. Is kind of what the process of the thought process behind it, right? So,
Man, you're
100.
looking at those 50 baggers like Vertex Holdings, and you're too used to like 5k percent
Well,
gain.
I'm not. No, you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. But again, the thing is, right? You're spending you're spending like $100, $200, right, on a call, which is
No, I agree. I
jacked in
agree.
IV, right? Where you're gonna get 100% gain is gonna be $400, right? $200 profit. Don't get me wrong, but 100% gain to get off of a move like that is very risky to put it into play. Whereas a $30 call
Yeah, I know.
with the
Risk
IV,
reward is.
with a lower IV, it's gonna net you like say it nets you $300, right? 1,000% gain. That's pretty nice. So that's kind of what like you're looking for when it comes to earnings because you can't play every single one, right? Especially a day like today. If you saw that whole list of earnings we have for Thursday, right after close, you have all this reporting after close, right? All of this. So it's like for us to be able to like take every single one of these things at like face value and like use it, it's hard. You can't really do that, which is why I'm like trying to find the lower IV ones. I mean, if this was like next week and it was more so like if it looked like it was an absolute buy to open, right? Like it had no like bid side at all, I would have been like, sure, why not? Let's give it a go, right? Now, not saying I might not give this a go, but that's something I don't want to preach or tell people to practice, right? You don't want to chase those high IV ones. Like you can, that's up to you. That's depending on how you feel about it. But again, you never know, right? So also with that being said, it's also 67,000 premium and it's a low historic volume, but there's other ones with higher premium, right? So again, it's just like just a couple things to just keep in mind when playing earnings, right? So that's just my thought process behind it. Not saying it's not a good thing, but that's just what it is for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play that. But given having said that, it's probably gonna drop to like 100, and these contracts gonna be like
Yeah, I,
3k a pop tomorrow.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm probably gonna, I just the DJ in me wants to grab one. Why are you doing this, computer? There you go. Yeah, the DJ in me wants to grab one, but we'll see how I feel later. Um, all right, what else do we have that poster team? What else? Anybody else have any contracts you want to look? If not, we'll just go through as we go. We have I did see GRND come in. It's after hours today. Only a 6K premium, however. Is there anything else for GRND that came in today? Yep, there is. All right, so we have a 2.0 for 19 call, and then you have the 0.65 for 13K and 6K, right? So 0.65, 0.64. So this does not look like he's closing. They have some stuff going on. Anything prior to this? Bean, what was that? What does that chart look like for GRND? If you don't mind telling me.
Sure.
We just did discuss MP Skeptor. It's I'm 50-50 on it. Bleeding bearish, but like just barely. It's
I don't like it.
you don't like it. You said.
Yeah, I
Okay.
kind of hate it.
Okay, you hate the chart. Okay. All right. So Bean hates the chart. I will say you have a 14.59 volume 30 average, right? Just a heads up. 723 something happened, so I'm gonna go see if I can find what happened for 723. And then I want to check if today's volume is what's contributing to that max that volume 30 average. No, it is not. So what is going on with this? 20 call. You have the 25 call at the bid again, right? This is probably what's contributing to that 130 average. So that's good to know. Swinging for the fences with this one as well. This is gonna be a similar team, right? So I don't know how this person got a .101 fill on these. Jesus Christ. 20 to 25. Hmm. Oh, actually, yeah, that makes sense. They're rolling it. They're moving closer, right? Seems like they're moving closer. Okay. You also have this 17p that's been sitting in here since 725, 9.24. So that's somebody in there still. So we had that put in there still. You have, this is probably the 723 volume. Yep, there it is. 723. 723. Yep, there it is. Okay. So it seems though I'm going to be leaning more bearish on this one. Even though calls came in, it's going to be a 50-50 toss up, I think, but it seems like it's going to be more bearish for GRND just cuz of the OI contracts that are already open. I do like this. I don't know if they're trying to hedge it or what their plan or process is behind it. And I wouldn't even go after a bearish play on this just because it's already down 3%, right? So it's like a 50-50 on that. So I'm not, again, nothing too concrete. I might get a put just to play games with it. I'm not sure if it's IV is crazy high. Oh yeah, IV is 175%. So that's a no bueno as well. Remember, guys, every earning does not have to be played. Yeah, the odds are never attractive enough at 50-50. I will try and make my brain tell me 50-50 for every single one of them because I rather try and mess my brain up and be like, oh, I don't want it, to actually grab it, right? Not and then just stay away from it. SG. SG. How much more SG has come through? Wow. They really don't like SG today, huh? That looks attractive. Can you tell me the charting for that bean, please? For SG. Sweet green.
Oh my gosh, I've been looking at this. Doesn't. I mean, it looks. Oh gosh, I hate this stock.
I love
I
this
played
stock.
it once and then I never played it again. I don't like it, but um, I mean, it looks fine, I guess.
Leaning more bearish or bullish on the chart, seems like.
Probably leaning both actually.
Both,
So
okay.
probably
50-50.
neutral. Yeah.
Okay. Um, Potential for a short squeeze on this is pretty high. Ugh, gross. Alright, I'm gonna keep eyes on that for right now. I do like this though. This seems like a 1.3 billion. Uh, Dude, Scepter, GTA is not gonna be released forever. Like it's just not gonna happen. There's not gonna be a release date for GTA. It's just not a thing. Okay. Bean's gonna be 70 years old, have like 5 kids and 3 grandchildren and 10 dogs, and you're still not gonna get GTA.
Holy cow.
Bean's like, I don't want that much responsibility.
I would like 10 dogs, but not 10 kids.
Not 10 kids. Um, they're probably gonna say GTA not on track this time. I don't know. We'll find. I'll check. I'll check TTW. But SG, I like this a lot. I don't know why this looks good over here. So I'm not. just a drop in premium kind of is kind of scary there. Um, just because it's a little like this, I don't know. We'll go leaning bearish on this one for SG. For right now, there's a lot more volume on the call side, but I think OI wise and stuff, you're looking at bearish on SG. Again, short squeeze potential is there. SG has become a meme stop, so um, we'll find out. It's a meme stock. It could definitely do something that Run did, right? Run had like majority of the contracts were puts, but it absolutely demolished and ran. We have EXPE. I know everybody's been talking about EXPE.
I posted these yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the post for EXPE yesterday from what you saw. Um, I did like what you posted for EXPE too, so might be interesting. Contracts expensive, but
I think that
their IVs 200% people's.
welcome to earnings.
Well, not all of them have been 200%, right? Anything
That's true.
like 100%, 120 maybe at max. Under 100 is ideal. Like you can get those 70% earnings plays, and they'll move like crazy. Like MOS, for example, was like had only 80% IV, right? So that's kind of what we gotta look for. Like these are good. Don't get me wrong, but you're expecting your pay. So these eight people are paying like $600, $340, $305, like $256 to get a move. Hopefully, that gives them a decent like percentage gain, right? So 14% of the money here is probably the only thing that looks attractive for me to play if I wanted to play this for earnings, and then you get again that still has to significantly move, right? So um, but from what you posted, I did like EXP in general. Ideally, what should have been done was we should have bought it yesterday, when it was a little bit cheaper probably, and played the premium run up. Probably what we should have done yesterday. Yeah. If I check the actual stock, Swips to the SG premium drops. Oh, interesting. Huh. Maybe it sold 1.52, 1.33. And they got scared and sold the contract. Seems like they're selling at 1.33 and 1.52. I won't be surprised if that sold at 1.35 at the bid. Maybe somebody just hit the bid and sold it. Interesting. Nice find. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nice find actually. That's a good find. So maybe not as bearish I think anymore. We'll find out in a second. Give me a second. 13p. Yeah, that's at the 116. The one you looked. That's the 815. So the 116. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's at the bottom. Still would lean bearish, but a lot less bearish after you point that out though. So that's a good spot there. Swift, thank you very much. EXPE call volume is huge overall. Honestly, I'm not gonna play XP just because of the IV and stuff. And I would actually this IV on the 116 is not bad, but it's expensive, right? So I wouldn't touch it. I just wouldn't want to touch it with this IV on here. So if it runs, it runs. I'm gonna from what being posted and stuff, and I'm sure being looked at the chart as well. We're gonna go with the consensus of it's bullish, but I'm not gonna touch it. Uh, we have MCHB. Sorry, I was reading the contract. Yeah, I would honestly anything in the money, sure, Skepter for any stock earnings. I would just not even bother, to be honest. That they just don't make sense for earnings plays. it's a premium grab. Someone can literally sell that at last minute, right? So, um,
It looks. I think it looks bullish on the face if I remember correctly. But then I got into it. I saw loads of like multi like premium. There was also shares and options combos, a lot of them, and most of it is in the money. So I was like, nah, man, too complicated. Probably just gonna get smoked.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the thing is if you are dwelling that much into a contract for earnings, right? It's just it's not worth like like racking your brain all right. There's always going to be earnings plays. Like if we miss this season, we miss this season. If you miss the next 3 days of earnings, we miss the next 3 days of earnings. You don't have to take an earnings play every single day, right? Don't be like me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't be a person like me. Just don't take everything. Don't take anything every day. Like do as I say and not as I do kind of situation. Um, XYZ 75p 88. 310, 310, 310, 310. Spread doesn't really move. Hard to tell. If I go to looks, yeah, that this these look like they're bought to open. However, I'm worried about this. And then there's also it is a multi. Don't get me wrong, but you also have so many neutrals on here. So it's just I don't know. I don't have an opinion unfortunately on this one. I have feeling these two might be tied together somehow, but I don't really have an opinion on this one. But it is 63p, so short triangle. Not no, not really sure Sharky on that. The XYZ. We discussed team as well. I think we are staying away due to the high. I'm staying away to the high IV. 68 call of MCHA, NCH, and MCHA, NCHP. Sorry. Oh my God, English is not working today. Um, gonna wait and see if you get anything interesting that comes in for the next few minutes. Well, if you guys grinder is that GRND? I think we just spoke about that, right? Yeah, we spoke about that earlier. Did we not speak about that? I think I was leaning. I can't remember. I think I was leaning bearish. I think on this possibly. I'm not. I'm not. I can't remember to be honest with you, man. Yeah, I think I was leaning bearish. I mean, they're rolling down. Easier time. This and this are coincide. So 18. You have the 18 piece as well. Yeah, we'll see how that pans. I'm not. I'm not. I can't remember what I said. Honestly, I know these two are intertwined. That I remember, but yeah. Keep it on. Something like grinder. Last minute flow will be definitely key because someone will throw something in that. We had someone want to talk about GTA, right? So TTWO came in. You got the 88230s and 210s that has OI. Very, very messy. GTA 6 has been. Lego's gonna make it like one of those VHH size type games. There's gonna be no graphics at all in that game because it will be like taking too long to release. People are just like messing around. Bid ass chain is in the middle. Hard to say with that. This one is definitely an opener. Okay. Yeah, not a fan. I keep throwing tickers in as we go. Excuse me. I'm liking DBX puts as of right now. I'm not sure if there's an open and close, but I'll find out. This is at 0.63 and this is at 0.65. This could be a close, so that's the only worry. Yeah, we spoke about that midnight. It's just super expensive right now. Um, Super expensive in correlation to the IV that's got going on. Okay. All right, what else do we got here? WPM materials 29. This is the HG JCI. ER plays that catches my attention, and this is triggering on my filter right now. So uh block. There were some calls that came in that kind of like just put me off of it. So I'm not gonna go either way on it. It's just another one that I have to be like, not worth me taking, not worth me looking at. To be honest, blockchain XYZ, because it was not enough premium for this, right? So frog. Interesting. Is the stock moving up too? I'm guessing Skeptor with all that's being said with the con moving. I'm guessing. More blockchain came in. Just an FYI. All right, Bean. Anything you're looking at specifically for ER this afternoon? Anything you were like, oh, I really would like to see besides the XP, right? So
MP.
MP, okay. Swips, what are your where you got your eyes on?
Honestly, so far, nothing.
Okay, it's not
Nothing looks good enough.
that's not
Maybe block.
that's not a bad thing at all, man. It's not a bad thing at all. It saves you money, right? Text Sam, see what he says. I'll be like, what you got on the grinding block? So we'll find out that. Just gonna wait. We got another 26 minutes. I'm just gonna be patient and see what we got coming through. and then we'll go from there.
Crocs ended up being a really good play yesterday.
Did it? Nice. Did it take time to move though? I'm guessing.
It dumped hard.
Oh, we dumped hard. Nice. I don't even recall.
That all makes sense.
I
It's
don't
all
even
good.
recall Crocs either. RPD is interesting actually. When's the ER for RPD? After hours. Okay, we got a 1.28 billion market cap, the 25k premium over here, which is nice and juicy. 2.08 spike in call premium. Um, there any multis to this? No multis to this. Go ahead and check the actual stock. 27 call, 30 call, 27. You have the 815 put. There's nothing on the 815 put. This looks good for calls. What does the chart say for RPD being?
Rapid 7. What the heck?
Rapid 7, my friend.
Because it has rapid 7-figure earnings.
Look at this positive GEX though at 27, right? 46% positive GEX.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks good, right? We got price action is following downwards towards positive gamma too, so that's another good thing. I kind of like this actually. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna.
It definitely has room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bullish on this one. Um,
Yeah, I like it. I
yeah,
may take it. I don't know.
yeah, I might hop in on a few on that one. That looked relatively decent for what it was, right? If I go and check the actual stock up and down, see what that is too.
It's not like an all-in play, but it definitely deserves a little amount.
I mean, it's over the course of over the course of its max over the course is down 28% overall. Like it's not even, and it looks yeah. You know what? That actually looks pretty good. So I think I might grab something on that. So that might. I'm not gonna add anything I'm going for, sir. I don't do that. You know how I play. So I will definitely tell you guys what interests me, and you guys can pick whatever you like to grab, right? Because I don't want to give specifics of anything.
Yeah, one of my friends in real life was asking me for financial advice. I'm like, I'm not gonna give you. I'm not
No,
gonna tell you anything.
you guys can make that decision for yourselves. You know.
It's like, is Amazon a good buy? I'm like, well, everyone has it in their 401k or whatever, so
Do they really? I don't have Amazon
I don't
Prime.
know. It's just a popular stock to like buy, just in general.
If you guys are going for that same contract, I'd highly recommend you try and uh, get the lower end of the fills, right? Don't try and push your way through the higher ends of the fills. So, just an FYI as well on that. Somebody did put 25k on there for 0.25 a contract. Doesn't look like it's sold yet. Do you know Snore likes Snore loves Amazon,
Um,
bro.
yeah, he's a big Amazon fan.
Yeah. My
He also likes CMG. He likes Kava.
yeah,
He likes
my brother-in-law works at Amazon right now. He's a pretty big guy up there, so I've been asking him some Amazon advice, and he's like, "I can't tell you that, man." I'm like, "I understand. That's fair enough."
insider information.
I was like, "I can't." He's like, "I can't tell you." I'm like, "I get it. Don't worry. It's okay." Yeah, RPD seems like something I'm interested in. I'm gonna watch this to see if somebody is selling. Speaking of, that was 19 at the bid actually. Kind of curious to see. It's 99%. I mean, overall, it looks pretty juicy, right? You have a point 0.3, 0.25 fill, 0.22222525, 2.23. Your positive GX of 46 is 27%. Expected move is 10%, right? It's $2. I mean, This and your IV on the contract is what? That's the one thing I did not check, actually. So 107. It's within relatively within range too, right? So I'm gonna go with being bullish on RPD. So we'll see what happens. Not guaranteed. Chart looks good. The floor looks good. Overall, it looks good. So that's the best we can do when it comes to that, right? So
I like the Sentinel leaps, I guess you can call them.
Sentinel leaves. Is it for earnings or no?
It does go through earnings, but it's like lot longer period.
Okay. I'll
So
take a
not
look.
technically.
Yeah. Okay. We do have AKAM too today. I think earnings after hours. Yeah.
Isn't that like a commie or whatever that thing is?
Yeah. Common Technologies. Ugh.
Yeah.
Neutral. Neutral and neutral. Nope. Staying away. Twillo is after hours too. For a second. Yeah. Twillo is after hours too. We got some puts that are coming in right now. 31% multi. Disgusting. Uh, volume is all puts or it's all calls. It's a definite 50-50 with this multi. Curious is minus 2% of the money. Doesn't matter anymore because it's in the money, so that's going to be arbitrage. We'll check this one. If I do premium size, which is my multi, it's 123 to 114 maybe, seems like. Interesting. Multi-put, I mean, seems like they're going bearish on this one, maybe. I wonder the 130 is kind of like what? Oh, bid. So I didn't ask on this. That's confusing. Okay. Yeah, probably stay away from this. Speaking of GTA 6, TT. Oh boy.
Snore's getting in on it on the action.
He seems like he is. RKLB, not enough premium for me. That was a rhyme. That kind of rhymed. That was not bad. Still a little bit for rhymer. Pins, not enough power in there for me to even look. Um, this, however, is CLSK. Somebody said sorry. Somebody said CLSK, right? If I'm mistaken. Yeah, Swip said sorry. Sheet LSK flow. We got one CLSK flow that came in. Seems like this is right up your alley, Swips. Look at that. 5K premium, 0.27. You have 2 BP. It sounds like a personal problem, my guy. Stop buying booze in Puerto Rico. You won't have a problem then.
British Petroleum.
British Petroleum. Have 2 British Petroleum. You're not gonna give me any more details on these? No. Okay, I guess you don't want to. If I click it one more, you're gonna give me any more details on it? No. Okay, the chain is too small, I guess. It's one person. It's one single buyer. So CLSK Swips is, let's take a look at the other chains on there. I mean, I mean, just off of a rip on the look, I think it's gonna be bullish overall, especially with it being on a downtrend right now. It got a high amount on 7.2. It got some real juice from somewhere. It's not that. Was it this? No, it's definitely not that. Ooh, interesting. Is it this? Overall, it definitely does look bullish though. Overall, so if you want to play CLSK, that's on you to play. We have IV for the 8.8s are looking like they are at. Oh, nope, I take that back. 200% IV. There's 4 team putts on prefab flow. Okay, all right. So just because of that, Brad, I'm gonna have to take one. I was, I was. I know the IV's juiced, but I kind of you
He's a
know,
market maker. Trust him.
yeah, I know. If it's on, if dude, if it's on pre-FAFO, like it's kind of like, no, Brad, I have to listen. I have to. If it's on pre-FAFO, I have to play it. Every time I've not played anything on pre-FAFO, it's just been a sad day for me. The next day, but if I'm going, I gotta be a full degenerate, right? I gotta go. I gotta go for them 120 Ps. But no, Brad does make a good point. By the way, I'm all with all due respect for what Brad said, he's not wrong. Like 100%, you don't have to uh, play everything on a filter. Just because it's on a filter doesn't mean you play. You got to make sure you do your research on that before you play it. It's very very important, and it's a dangerous game just to look at a filter and not click any of these and be like, hey, it's not on the filter. It's on the filter. Let me play it, right? So it's very important for you to do your research, know the stock. The filter is more of like a guideline. I feel like when you see something you like, or when your eyes are seasoned to seeing something, you can be like, "Hey, I like that. Let me click on it. Let me look at it. Let me check the chart. Let me check the news on it, and then bam, you can make your own decision." Right? It's again, it's not gonna guide you 100% of the time. But yeah, even just to look at one single chart, it may save you a lot of money, man. Just flow is great, but you gotta remember, right? When you look at this flow, right, it's not gonna. So we'll take flow in general for example, right? If you take a look at this real quickly, if it loads, I'll be really happy. If you look at this in retrospect, right? This is not really going to tell you if it's a multi. It's not really going to tell you the IV. It's not going to tell you what else has been hit on there, right? You're just looking at this and be like, oh, that looks good. But 53% multi. What's the multi? You gotta check the multi. Do all this. You gotta click all these buttons and go there and figure out what the volume average is. There's a lot of things that goes behind it, right? So just an FYI on that, right? So another good way to remember filter stuff is if you have a stock you like, you can be like, hey, I remember this stock. We can make a note of it, and then when you keep seeing it on the filter, then you can actually go research it more. If you are in a bind for time, right? That's also an option. Uber is ripping. Yeah, I know. I missed the boat on that one.
I know, so
However, team IV's 300%. 300% is
that's ridiculous.
absolutely stupidly ridiculous. Yes, I saw that AOI come in. I have
Do these people that get these contracts are they like do they keep IV in mind? Like I just wonder.
here's the thing, man. Half these people that play all these contracts and stocks, right? You gotta realize they don't care about losing. They really don't care about losing. Like
They can
it's
afford it.
they can no exactly bingo. That's what it is. They can afford it. If they lose like a few couple bucks here and there, they don't care. Like that's for them. In on it, all honesty, right? For them, $10,000 is like a couple dollars to us, right? That's kind of how they probably leave their money, right? So just to put it in perspective, a lot of people have money that and they don't. It's if it's FAFO money what they got.
Surgeons or something.
All right, sorry. We got off topic. AAOI. Here we go. That looks good. It's down 4%. I think I'm already in some AAOI calls, so I'm just gonna hold on to mine.
Oh, they have earnings after hours. All right.
Yeah, they do. That they do. That they do. Give me a multi. Do you have a multi in here? Yes, you do. You do have a multi in here. Somewhere there's always a multi. Hey, hey, hey. That's Brad. That is you. That is you, okay? That is not me. That is you. Also, this is a short iron condor. This is yeah. I'm gonna stay away from AOI. I have a call already. I'm just gonna hold on to that. Overall, it's like a 50-50 toss up again, right? Like it's not enough for me to be like, hey, I'm gonna get something new. So if you guys like it, if you guys have the chart, I said go for it. I can tell you the GEX levels right now on it as well before that thing happens. It's supposed to be a 14% move. It's supposed to be big. You have your GX levels at stocks at 22. You have a strong magnet pull at 21, right? Important to keep in mind, CLSK, I was leaning bullish on CLSK. I can double check again. Uh, I think IV was pretty juiced though on CLSK if I'm not mistaken. So just keep that in mind as well. Um, just keep that in mind too. You have TD just came in. Yep, give me 1 second. 12, 12, 26. Just off a glance on AOI, if it has bad earnings, it's gonna absolutely get demolished, right? It's gonna go down to 19. If it has good earnings, you have possibility 25. That being said, it's another 50-50. I hate to tell you guys 50-50, but it just is. Like, I don't want to tell you guys if and now, but because this is something I'm trying to show you guys as I process my brain too. I'm also tired, right? So my brain's not at full processing speed. I'm like an Intel 5 right now, not an Intel 9 or the new Intels. I don't know, fuck Intel, AMD, right, Ryzen, whatever the hell that is. But um, my brain's not working at full capacity either. So just by looking off this, I'm not gonna play it, right? So it's gonna be a 50-50. I'd say leaning bullish just because that call came in. That's what I would put my foot on, right? But again, somebody who has been watching it all day, I would recommend you guys take a look at it again and then go from there. TTD puts just came in. You said also got TTD calls coming in. What's going on there, Swips? This is also almost a brand new chain. Tell us how I really feel about Intel. Intel is the trashiest stock in the world, I think. One of the most trashiest stocks in the world. That's how I feel about Intel. PCT earnings after hours. This is interesting. 10p for $250,000 in premium. This is extremely interesting. Only issue I have over here is the bid to ask, the spread on this, and it's not giving me how it even happened, right? So you're looking at a point 0.5 spread over here. Point 0.5, point 0.2. So it's like it is more towards the ask, but it could be either or. Let me check the actual. There's your TT puts. We got calls with a higher OI. And we got right tailing right there. You have another 15. This is interesting too. The multi with bid hits. I don't know, guys. Puts seem pretty viable for this one, actually. Yep, puts definitely seem pretty viable for this one. Bearish risk reversal. I like PCT. PCT's made me money before, so I don't know how I feel about shorting it, but I think I'm really curious to see what this trader's mindset. Like, I wish this was like a point 0.5, point 0.7. We got like a 0.65, right? I wish that was the kind of like bid to ask spread we had. It's just really hard for me to tell you guys what it's actually going on with this. But if what does the chart look like being for? If you don't mind me telling me for PCT,
Yeah, I really like it for the downside.
the downside. Okay, so you have charts to the downside. You have possible uh, possible flow for the downside, right? So might be worth a gander. I mean, it's a 20% out of the money. Call it. The only thing I would say is a 919. It's a 919. So just be careful when you're doing that. Obviously. Wolf calls. Wolf is after hours at 2, I believe. No, pre market tomorrow. So 76,000 in premium for Wolf. 88,000 premium for Wolf. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have Wolf calls still from last time from Flow, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Kind of mixed. Expecting a higher pre-market move as well. So got more TDD puts coming in. I'm gonna take a look at PCT real quickly. They're already down 5% too, so that's just something more food for thought, right? Maybe I'll dabble in it. Oh, it's a 350% IV. I take that back. You guys should not play it. It's just Not a good sign for IV wise. Crocs was today, right? You said Crocs is? Yeah, it was already today. You have Geo. I know Geo has been a hot topic. It's Twillo. Um, you have Cipher as well. Tree Fitty Dam Loch Ness Monster. Tree Fitty Dam Loch. I don't know what that means, but okay. Let's take a quick peek before anything else. There you go. Actually, before I forget, that's the one thing I did want to check. Bean, can you look at GILD for me chart wise, please?
Yeah, sure.
210 over here. 177.
I like it to the upside.
Yeah, okay. So, guys, just an FYI on GILD, uh, if it does end up moving, it'll move because of the fact that they have FDA approval, right? For that's like a drug they're doing. So, you can take a gander on that. I don't know. I feel like that's a possibility that it will move the outside. It hasn't moved ever since the drug was announced. So that's the other thing, right? I'm like, why hasn't it moved ever since the drug was announced? So just FYI on that. It might move like crazy if it has some good news on it, right? So uh, watch for that. IV's 130%. It's not too crazy, but just bear in mind as you play that. So that's the one thing I was looking at. I forgot to almost check on that and see what it was fishing for. I'll check gamma levels real quickly. One 15 has 16.5, so you got 115 is a strong level there. So my IV, I like anything under my top most IV. If I have the best flow possible, would be 150. With the highest conviction is 150. That's my top. They're really pumping up sound too, huh? This could be a some closing. 0.3, 0.43, 0.43. Oh no, it looks like it might be a double tap. Soundhound double tap? Really? Ew, these mid fills are just yuck. Crazy IV. Oh boy, no. Sound could definitely run. Sound is a meme stock. What about my lowest? Lowest is 0. I would take it. Lower the better, man. Lower the better for IV. Always, 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 always. Lower the better. Ideally, I would like it to be at 0. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with RPD for upside right as of right now. I like that a lot, and then I'm gonna go with Iola for upside as well. IOVA for upside bullish move. I think that was some Iowa flow that came in. There's also that Iowa put that came in too, so that's also interesting. That was at up here at point 1, 0.19. Seems like more taps. Interesting. We got what, 2 minutes left to close. 24% expected move, by the way, for Iowa. Just an FYI, peeps. So you have a high call. Put might be a hedge, so I'm gonna go ahead and say calls on the upside for this. Calls on RPD, and then I would say PCT will be puts. Gilead Sciences will be probably bullish in my opinion. We got T minus 1 minute, so it's a last minute EXPE came in for those DGens out there. Call, so see how that plays out too. Let's see if I can jump in on something real quick before end of the day. Docs coming in and matchup coming in. Yeah, you have the EXPE too that just populated, right? So Expedia is already on the run. So let's see how it plays out. That's your bell, guys. So let's see how this does today. It's the last minute one. I didn't really get to check, but I mean, should be. Could have possibly taken profits too with that nice spike. So perfect example of premium spikes. You buy here, and then over here, last minute they can be selling, right? So you never know what's going on. So what did you guys end up taking for the most part? You guys take anything bean swips?
Not last minute.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Other than that, I think that wraps it up. And I won't be on at all tomorrow. I know that I gotta do some stuff tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and focus on doing that by coming home. There is not much going on Monday morning, honestly, unless I see something. I'll take my laptop with me if I find something. Um, if I find my laptop, I'll take and see what goes on, and we'll find out from there. But other than that, we do have another. Let's check the earnings week for next week. Calendar, earnings calendar. What am I doing? There it is. I am a little dumb sometimes. There we go. We have a lot more next week too, so there's a hell of a lot more next week. So LQDA, TME, Onon, Circle, Legion, Archer, After Hours on Monday. You have Eat, SBRY, CCAP, DLO, EQX, Cohor. You have Sig, CLBT, Prof. Woozy, 17 more tickets too, right? Gamble is on there. Glob is next week to all my Glob peeps. Um, so
ETD. Oh my gosh.
it got wrecked.
Yeah.
There you go. Buzzer right there. Right there, the buzzer. EXP is up 7%. Buzzer again. Just to see like these some of these buzzer plays do work. Uh, but it's also hard to say TTD. Wow, TTD got smacked. God damn. TD got demolished. I mean, yeah, seems like it, right? Those buzzer beaters, man, they always do dirty work. I mean, highest volume is puts and highest OI is puts. So, yep, that is TTD. You have EXP is up. Uh, obviously, wait till like a little later on. You never know what's gonna happen later on, but uh, for right now, it seems like yeah, TTD is gonna be some big money. What was the IV on this? Yeah, 300% IV. So that really like these guys are gonna make out like bandits just because it dropped so much, but I would like to say that they're gonna only be up like 200% compared to like what they well probably more because it just died so much. August 15th we're 137% IV. Okay, that's a good one to look at then. Descending fills. Which one had descending fills? Uh, oh, so descending fills with closer in the money. MMP does not it. it seems relatively bearish. I mean, relatively opposite. Closer with closer in the money calls, right? Which is why when I look at this stuff, I try and look at like more so out the money stuff. Obviously, I didn't end up taking TTD just because it's not out the money enough for me to play it, right? Also, the IV is just absolutely juiced for this week, and then if I go in next week is like Swip said, it's 36% IV, but still, like I wouldn't have had the time. I didn't have the time all day to do any research, right? So, if anything, this would have caught my eye right here, the 85p. But it's expensive to pay that much for a contract going into earnings, even if it is next week. Um, you have these, which are 20%, and you have other ones here, mid hits, again 4% of the money, right? So it's a real toss up. Uh, I like to check buzzers all the time. Buzzers normally work, not all the time. Again, you have to be able to figure out what comes throughout the day before you do the buzzers, right? So um, Swips, you're gonna get paid.
Oh man, I just took one contract. I was like, fuck it, for the lulz.
That's fine though. You're gonna get paid though, bro. It's a win.
Yeah,
It's it's
sure.
a it's a win.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's a dub. You know.
Hey, green
Um.
is green, right?
Yeah, sir. A dollar is a dollar, my friend. Yikes, dude. Those 70p's were only $60 a contract. Oh my god, they're gonna absolutely print. Jesus, dude.
I
The
got
65p for next
it was a
week.
dollar for me.
Oh my god, the 65p for next week is only $60. Wow.
Yeah, I got 70p for next week
Woo.
at 0.98.
Yikes, dude, that is absolutely gnarly. Oh my god, pins is a mess. Yeah, pins is a meme, bro. That's the thing. We don't touch pins for that reason. It's just a meme. It's just a meme on that part. What else do we have? What else is reported right now? Oh, like
Block released, I think.
block release. What is block doing? XYZ. Block is up. Calls for block. So, um, let's see. Calls for block was what we see what we were talking about for block.
PCT seems to be going down as well.
Yep. PCT puts. Um, again, these all have to stick, right? All these gotta stick at the end of the day. Uh, I don't think RPD's out yet. I'm not sure. XYZ highest volume was calls and highest OI was calls. So it seems like the trend is there for that to go up, right? Um, damn, TDD was definitely a big one that we missed today. That I missed today. So that is kind of this. That is kind of sad, but we'll get the next one. I'm hoping to get Glob next week. We'll see what Glob does. What the Wolf is what pre-market. What else do we have? What is GTA doing? I made a filthy amount of money on PRTX. That is fair, but it's never enough, you know. Never enough. I gotta pay for all my other stuff now.
You got a house to build, right? And land
Yeah,
to buy.
yeah. Yeah, Bears and TW. Let's see if we get some GTW. GTA 6 news, right? We'll see. Dude, I can't believe that TD got smoke.
They're gonna have a ton of money tomorrow
Yeah.
if it sticks.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. TTD was absolute knockout. Absolute knockout on TTD. Yikes. Yowzers. All right, that sounds good. What else do we have? I'll stay online for another 5 more minutes. If anybody has any other questions, we can talk about it. But MCHP is also after hours. I'm curious to see what they do. MCHP.
Docs is up like 11% aftermarket.
What do we have for buzzer?
BRCS.
Buzzer. There we go. Buzzer beater on that too. Jesus, man. That was like 30 seconds left in the buzzer beater.
It was doable, man. It was doable. 30 seconds, more than enough.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't disagree. Like I don't disagree with you on that, but that's crazy. This is a key thing about someone always knows, right? Somebody always knows. Like
Just gotta nail the filters. And then you'll be good.
sorry?
You just gotta nail the filters.
Yeah.
Because if you do it without filters, it's just not, no.
Yeah.
RPD's just not moving, man. It's like they haven't released earnings yet, even though they have. It's just dead at like plus 0.47%, something like that.
Maybe it's just gonna fucking crash. We'll see.
Oh, it's plus 1% now. Almost.
Did they have good earnings? Was the outlook good?
3% growth in revenue, nothing major.
Huh.
4% growth in product subscriptions.
Eh.
I don't know. Seems okay.
Yeah.
Seems
You're welcome,
it's
Snaps.
solid. Nothing special.
Yeah. What type of analysis did you want from me for TTD Scepter? I can give you one. Just a basic thing, right? Just looking at flow. I mean, this will stick out to me immediately, right? I mean, all but I haven't seen MCH yet, and I haven't seen Flut earnings yet, so I don't know how they did. But all in all, this one hit. This one seems to have hit right for right now, and this one hit right. So if I go to the actual TTD, you're looking at higher volume inputs and higher volume OI inputs on both of them, right? It's like a clear indicator. I feel like that is, and I think support level 65. Bean, can you check the TDD chart for me, please, if you don't mind?
Expedia killed it.
Yeah, I know. Expedia, I was able to
Oh my gosh.
sneak one in on that, so I'm happy with that one.
I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, EXP.
What are you saying? Sorry. I got sidetracked.
TTD puts. I would just chart on TTD with some support levels and stuff. So if I'm looking,
yeah, I can post that.
yeah, if I'm looking at what was it at before this all happened?
Hold on.
It's down. How much is it down?
Done a lot.
Yeah, I know it's down a lot. I'm just trying to map to see where it was at to begin with.
Yeah, I'll post it.
Oh, so it's at 88, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so
about.
88. You had 90 as your positive gamma, and then if you look over here, there's nothing stopping it. There's quite literally nothing stopping it, right? So it's just a free fall. I mean, it has room to 55 right now, dude. It's just crazy. Oh, yikes. So the only GEX level that would have had protection for TTD would be this 2.83% at like a super low support, right? So that over there is not enough to stop it. Like if it had bad earnings, right? So just like it did have bad, so it crashed through that. Like it was an immediate crash, right? It didn't stop. If you look at the actual drop on Robinhood or the chart, there is no up and down movement. It's just straight down. It's just straight down nonstop, which is GEX levels shows that, right? So you can kind of gauge on GEX, right? Depending on if you have like a higher positive movement close enough, you can say, hey, maybe there's a possibility with flow. If you had more calls come in last minute, I would say maybe that was a positive opportunity for 90. But seeing that call come in, that put come in last minute, like this is just waiting to be broken. All this is just waiting to get shattered, all the way down. If they had a solid like 20% over here, it could have probably bounced up over here and probably been able to recover if they had like good quote unquote guidance or some other news came up, right? So right now it's at oh, it just adjusted itself all the way. That was weird. I don't know if you guys saw that over here, but it went from 64 back to 88 and then back to 64. I was like, oh wow, okay. But yeah, so that is my basic analysis on that Scepter, and then being short a chart, support level on the chart was what 80. 80 was that was 80 support, 82 support. So it cracked that. It blew past that. It hit 71 level, I think. It blew past that down to 65. So it's in that 65 green zone level, right? So yeah, that is my quick roundup on TTD. If that makes sense, Scepter.
I just got a friend request from you, even though we're already friends.
No, that is not
On
me.
Discord.
That is not me.
It's a scam.
It's a scam. God, why is this happening? I hate that. I hate that's happening. It's like I don't.
Means you made,
Huh?
means you've made it big for when
You're
people impersonate you.
San Fanlanden officers.
San Fan London officers.
Server booster, Ivy League legacy member. Okay.
Also, RPD not good. Announces CFO retirement and launches search for successor. It is currently down 1%.
Oh, it like turned around, I guess. It
Yeah,
didn't have much room anyways.
yeah, we'll see what happens. I hate when they have CFO retirements and stuff. It could be good, it could be bad, right? You never know. So, we'll see. We shall see.
Okay.
Yeah, it announced retirement CFO. I think it did well on earnings. So I mean, it beat earnings. It seems like it beat earnings.
Look at pins.
PEN
P
and then
PINS.
PINS. Oh, do I want to look at it?
It's not bad. It's just going nowhere.
Oh yeah, it's 39.2. It just stays there. I mean, I don't see any earnings reports yet though from pins. So
But like, look at this. It's hold on. What's this?
yeah, team dropping was FAFO, and we were I think on the bearish side for team. So
Look at this. It's a mess.
oh, it's up now. Oh my god, yeah, what is going on? Dude, pins is always like that. Sometimes though, sometimes pins moves like crazy and it's like, okay, that's great. But it's so like the IV on pins is never worth the move. You know what I mean? Like it really
It's
isn't. Yeah. Docs did really good on their earnings report. Wow, interesting.
docs.
Yeah,
That DocuSign. Oh, Doximity.
Docs.
Oh my gosh. Where is the flow on this thing?
Holy dude, EXP is up like crazy.
Those calls I posted are gonna print.
Yeah, this last minute one I got is gonna print, and then Doc's last minute 30 seconds left. That is insane. Absolutely mondo crazy.
Jeez, TTD. I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'm like in shock on that too. That was the one. Data Gang Valhalla it is. TDD was the one, guys. That was definitely the one. Honestly, EXP is not bad either. EXP last minute move is not a bad one either.
What is MP doing? Oh, it's up a little bit. I want to go down though, so.
About you said about to go down?
No, I want it to go down.
Oh, you wanted to go down. Oh.
Nah, it's not. Yeah.
Dude, RPD actually
Sweet.
did really good on earnings. Damn. That's crazy. The CFO resigning just demolished it. Yikes. Yeah, no, that is not me, Swips. I saw the thing. Yeah, you can just I don't know why that's happening. Please just block them. Just block them. I don't know why, but it's dumb. What else is there? Yeah, dude, TTD was that is gonna print no matter what IV it is. It's gonna print. No matter what IV it is, it's gonna print.
Look at GT.
I'm still in GT.
It's a. I don't think you're gonna like it.
Is it calls or puts?
No, it was calls, but it's a tanking.
Yeah, I have puts. I think if I'm mistaken.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I think I posted puts earlier. I think. Let's see. I think it's on here maybe. Yeah, GT 81510p.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's on flow channel. How bad is it right now?
Uh, the T is down 6.34%.
Wow. It's at what's the stock at right now?
960, $9.60.
Wow, okay, that's good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think yeah, EXP did well. Congrats to people that played TTD. I think EXP will hold nicely going into the morning. And I think be very happy in the morning, being both of us with EXP.
Yeah.
Hopefully RPD does something. Maybe it's 8:15, right? So I'm hoping that this person, you know what, I didn't actually check whether he sold anything or not. This looks like a close. So this is at 0.25. This is at this is 0.25 as well. It's weird. Average for 0.25, 0.25, 0.23, 0.23, 0.29. So some of it was closed over here. That's interesting. Honestly, it's an 8:15. I'm not I'm not too worried about it. There's time on it. I've had times that it's just gone bonanzas afterwards, right? If out of nowhere, if they announce a good CEO replacement, that it's gonna spike. A CFO announcement, it's gonna spike. So I'm not super worried about that going forward. So we'll keep an eye on it. Uh, it being down 1%, I'm not worried. Once it goes down like 20%, then I'll start crying a little bit. But I think with EXP, I'm pretty happy. I wish I got TTD now. Swips, why didn't you tell me to do it? You should have told me to full send. I'm blaming you for this one. You should have told me to full send. I would have sent it. But I'm kidding. I'm messing with you. But we'll call it at that, and I'm gonna get off. Probably get some food and go back and do some painting and stuff. So if you guys have any questions, please type it. I will be away tomorrow, but I will be back on Monday. Hopefully a little bit longer, and I'll try and stream again. You guys are in great hands with Bean. I would definitely have any questions stuff. He's got great flow, guys. Just trust his flow process. He's got good flow. You got Brad in there. You got a market maker Brad in there. You can always ask Brad questions. I'm sure he'll be happy to give you his thought process, pick his brain. You have Nicholas has been super active. You can ask him about GX. I will be trying my best to get him at some point next week. I was trying to get him this week. It was on me. I just didn't have the time. But hopefully next week I can get him on a stream with us. But other than that, card is also up big time. I'm curious to see what came in for card. Sorry, we'll check card and then we'll call it. We had a 4.85, 48.5 put with 8K, but 101 call volume on the calls. So, yeah, it kind of checks out. So, higher call premium, that checks out. So, All right. Anyways, I will be stepping off here. You guys have a great rest of the evening.